Hello, this is head coach Stephen Ruckman, www.coachruckman.com, and I've made a lot of videos and some about the 3-3, and I'm going to show you how you can generally make blitzing any of your linebackers easy from the 3-3 or 3-5-3, however you want to call it. I'll just draw the backers. Actually, I'm going to put the ends in here. All right, now, there's a couple ways to do it. The way I like to do it is to number every backer, okay? Outside dog safeties, people like to call them. I'll just start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I number them like that because I go ahead and make them flip. Between plays, they kind of cloud around in here, and they go ahead and flip. Here's how it's easy. Generally, we tell the 1 and 5s, if you hear 1, you're blitzing. We don't have to tell you really anywhere to blitz because as the very outside linebacker, you must always blitz inside out. You know, this guy can't come in here and get caught up underneath stuff because we're killing ourselves. We have no contained player. So if they ever hear 1 or 5, or if you have a card or whatever, they know they're blitzing. Just like if we say 15, well, now they both know we're bringing 2 outside pressures from both sides. That would be 15. That's a quick, easy way. You can add in an outside blitz. You know, I've heard there's all kinds of terms you can give. We just say 1 or 5 or 15, and here they come. Now, with the 2, 3, or 4, you can do it a couple different ways. I've heard people go ahead and tag their gaps. Go ahead and say this is A, B, and C. So I've heard people say 2A. That makes it pretty simple. The 2 knows he's going through the A gap. Now that probably wouldn't be very realistic. I would be scared if this backer was coming all the way into the nose guard. That's a lot of gap changing in there. Probably more realistic would be 2B. On the other hand, you know, 3B, 4B, 4C. You know, this is the ABC over here. I hear 4C. I know I'm going on an outside blitz. I know I'm going outside blitz. Now again, you got to coordinate this with your ends. You don't want an end outside as well. This is just about linebacker tags though. You could say 4C. I don't really like that though, because again, it gives, as a defensive coordinator even, it gives you too many options. Like I could run 2A. Well, there's a lot you have to accomplish there. One, you're a gap short unless you bring this linebacker in, or unless you also pinch the end and also run a 1 stunt with it. So I could see that as 1, 2A. 1 is coming, 2A is coming. You got to send your end inside. Again, on the end stunt calls, whatever you have. What I like to do, and what I've done in the past, is to go ahead and keep it simple as far as, because there's only 2 gaps I want the 2 going into. Alright, and what we did was just label, hey, there's only 2 gaps you can go into, the B gap or C gap. And since people tend to think inside out, left to right, we said, hey, this is the 1 and that's the 2. This is the 1 for the 4 and that's the 2. So, if we ever say 21, the 2 knows he's going to his inside gap. Why I'm the 2, I think left to right, inside out. I only have 2 gaps I can go to. 1 inside gap, 2 outside gap. 21, bam, I'm going to my inside gap right away. Alright, and then of course 22. 22 means bam. Again, I'm looking, I only have an inside gap and an outside gap. I think left to right, inside to out. 1, 2. 22, bam. I'm going to my outside gap. I'm going the gap to my right. Okay? 4, same thing. 41, 42 over here as well. Over here as well. Now 3 gets a little more squirrely. How we make it easy is, again, there's only 2 gaps that this player can go to. So a lot of times I just say 3. Like we have the 1 or the 5. We also may just have a 3. The 3 means he's blitzing and we give that guy a choice of where they want to go. Usually they'll just walk up, give the nose a little tap, ball is snap, the nose goes, he goes that way, the 3 is coming the other way. So those are just some quick, easy ways, and really, to be honest with you, depending on how much you trusted your 2s and 4s, you could do that with them as well. Just if you want to keep it really simple, depending on what level you're working on. 2. I know if I hear 2, I'm tagged, I get to make a decision. I go up, may touch the end on his butt, that means bam, he's going inside, I'm coming outside. So it depends. You know, if you're at a smaller level or a smaller competition level, you may just put in the numbers. And you may just say, hey, if I ever say 2, then you're blitzing. You tell the end, either where he's going or where you want to go. It doesn't matter, however you want to work it out. Just make it consistent. Make it consistent as far as, say, if you tap the end to the right, the end is going to the right and you're going inside. So that's ways you can just bring pressure really easy. Then now you could just say 24. I know as a defensive coordinator, I'm bringing 2 sets of pressure in these areas right here. If I just tag 3, I know I'm bringing a set of pressure in the middle. So these are quick, easy ways you can bring pressure from anywhere. You can just have it simple as a number 1. The 1's blitzing outside in. 5. The 5's blitzing outside in. You can do it as simple as 2. I know I'm bringing pressure in this area. I don't know who's twisting. I don't know where the end and 2 is going to end up. But I know that they're going to occupy these gaps on a blitz type look. 3. Again, I didn't dictate where he's going to go, but I know for sure I'm bringing a pressure package in the middle. If I do 34, I know I'm bringing a pressure package to my weak side. Because again, I like to number them strong to weak. So 1 is on the strong, 4 and 5. And that's how you can keep that straight as well. If I want to bring a strong side pressure package, you could do 12. I know my 1 and 2 are coming, and I know they're coming over here to the strong side. Like I said though, if you don't like that, that's probably the simplest way to tag everybody. But if you don't like that, then you can do those 2A, 21, 22, 2B, 2C, where you know now exactly where everyone's going. So if you did 21 or 2B, you know that again, I'm for sure bringing that linebacker through that gap. And you may want to do that. If you're at a higher level, you probably want to get a little more specific with your tags, because you as a defensive coordinator, your end may not be that great at crashing inside. So you don't want the 2 sending them inside. You know, those are things that you may need to know as a defensive coordinator. So you may want to make it a little more complex. It's still really, really easy to do. Also, by having the numbers, you can make sure that whether you're calling strong side blitzes or weak side blitzes, based upon, again, making sure you number strong to weak 1 through 5. Again, if you need more explanation on that, or would like to know anything else about how to do some tags and blitzes and maybe what types of packages, just feel free to contact me. Again, Coach Ruckman, thanks for your time. www.coachruckman.com.